In this video, we're gonna uncover the most recently talked about Smart Performance Campaign, or SPC, as is also commonly known. Okay, so what is Smart Performance Campaign? Smart Performance Campaign on TikTok, it's an automated solution that helps you target your audience in a more automatic way using the platform's machine learning based system. I know what you're thinking, more AI, mumbo jumbo, but we need to get that limitation out of our head. We need to embrace it and might as well make some money off of it, right? So let's dive right in. Okay, so why use Smart Performance Campaigns? So according to TikTok, with the Smart Performance Campaign creation, you can save to 26% from the creation process. So as you know, with TikTok, you can go from campaign objective selection to placements, to targeting, right? The ad group, the ads. So there's a bunch of moving pieces when you're creating these campaigns. Now, they won't take you hours, right? You can continue to create your campaigns normally, but with the Smart Performance Campaigns, you'll notice that you go from basically campaign selection, campaign objective, to ad creation. And then TikTok handles all the legwork from the targeting perspective, right? So in this case, a Smart Performance Campaign, the most important thing is the ads. That's what matters. Okay, now switching to Smart Performance Campaigns is the easy part. It's just a lever, and we're gonna show you on the screen here where you can locate this option. Okay, so we're looking at my screen here, and you can see the TikTok Ads Manager. Here's the advertising objective and campaign type. Okay, so if you unselect the Smart Performance Campaign, then you're gonna go through the regular campaign process. But notice when I flip this on, what happens? The ad group gets removed, and there's really no other options besides just going towards the Smart Performance ads. So one thing that I do wanna mention is there are a few things that you need to take into account before creating the Smart Performance Campaigns. Number one, account history, okay? So before launching your Smart Performance Campaigns, it is recommended that you have a history of at least 100 or up to 200 conversions within a 30-day window. That is a recommendation before you actually go and create your Smart Performance Campaigns, because you have a history on the account of these conversions. To set up your conversions, you do need a TikTok Pixel, right? So you do need an Events API. So that's the second thing. If you don't have this, recommendation is just continue running your regular conversion campaigns until you meet the criteria. We're gonna talk about the number two here is the TikTok Pixel and Events API. So you wanna begin by installing your TikTok Pixel on your website or the landing page, the funnel, to ensure proper tracking. This step is gonna enable the platform's, let's say, algorithms to shift from prioritizing quantity to focusing on quality, okay? So all of the events that you have, whether it's add to cart, complete registration, all these events are important and they must be added. So one thing to understand is that merely adding your events such as, let's say, complete payment, complete registration, it won't suffice, okay? The more events you can correctly integrate, the better and the higher the likelihood that the Smart Performance Campaigns is gonna give you more valuable conversions and consistent results.
Hey, really quickly, do you want us to run your ads for you so that you can get results like this, or this, or this, or this? In that case, check the top link in the description down below, and now back to the video.
That's why we recommend you do the Events API, and you'll see a link in the description here. I'll briefly show you my screen. In the Events API, you're gonna be able to integrate the events, and it's really designed to have a more reliable connection through the server, right? Through your website, a CRM, whatever you're using to track all of these events, okay? So you can see here the benefits is improves ad delivery and targeting by capturing and missing conversions. Granular control over the data your business shares with TikTok, and it enables resilient solutions as advertising ecosystem evolves. And this is what we're talking about here. When you rely on the Smart Performance Campaign without this data, it's not gonna be as impactful. It's not gonna be as sufficient as if you already have conversion data and history on your account, where this algorithm, this system can just take all of that information and it already knows who to target, what ad content to show those specific users to convert better, to increase that likelihood of conversion. So that is very crucial for this Smart Performance Campaign to get you the results that you're looking for. Okay, and then finally, number three, this is very important as well, is you wanna have a nice queue of ads to test. We can't stress this enough. Ad content matters more than your targeting nowadays. If you look at platforms like Facebook, where they have this advanced targeting option now, where you can also automate your targeting to a certain degree. And what are they doing with that? They're really pushing you toward making more of an effort to create better content, better ads for their platform, for the ecosystem. So their TikTok ads is no different. You wanna invest more time in the ad content creation creation process and improving your offer, your funnel, your messaging. That is what this is telling you here. The Smart Performance Campaign is really geared for that. It's like, okay, let us do the legwork for you of who you were trying to reach and just focus on creating better ad content. Never just leave one video in your Smart Performance Campaign. The more content you have, the longer you can extend its lifespan. And that is very key to these campaigns. Now, normally you'll see regular campaign setups, one campaign, let's say a couple of ad groups, 3-4 ads within that ad group. With the Smart Performance Campaign, the setup is quite different. So you can actually add up to 30 videos in one SPC campaign, but you want to pay attention to the budget and you want to obviously optimize on the ad level and see what is giving you the results and what is not. So you can quickly shut those ads off. That is something that they recommend here, is just have a really good pulse on these ads that you add, especially if you add more than 5-10 ads at a time. So while many advertisers, they opt in for targeting, right, for broad audience targeting in regular campaigns nowadays to really just test out the ads. With Smart Performance Campaigns, right creative is actually the pivotal factor to making it work. And the targeting is not really an issue here, right? So remember, it's more automated. So if you notice in the platform here, you can actually automate this part. It only gives you location and language to really work with. It even says here, Smart Audience will automatically target the most receptive audience for your business. Ads won't deliver to audiences under 18. So notice it doesn't give you the languages. Now, one piece of advice that we do recommend is you want to add exclusions, right? If you have the ability to add your custom audience, so if you have a list of customers that you want to exclude, definitely do so. A list of people that opted into specific offer, right? So definitely leverage that. People who maybe, they've already bought from you in the past or recently, or, people that are unqualified. There are people that have lists of unqualified users that went on the page and they just kind of bounced. So these are things that you can leverage with the Smart Performance Campaigns, at least from that aspect. So you can maximize the results. You can maximize the targeting to go towards new individuals to give you the results. Notice how the audience targeting system works here. The budget, it's all the same. You can go up to $30 a day. It is set as daily by default. Okay, you can definitely set a schedule if you want to. Also a start and end time for that specific ad group here. And the goal is conversions, right? So that's what the Smart Performance Campaign for. So it's kind of like when on Facebook you go for conversions, that's the conversion goal that you're going for, or on YouTube, right, where you do drive conversions. Similar thing here. You want to, it's already set by default here for conversions. Okay. Now, bid strategy, you can leave at low cost, for example, and then here, this is where the ad generation comes in. So you obviously set the custom identity. If you have the TikTok account, then you can turn on the identity for Spark ads that are authorized, and it'll essentially use that particular TikTok account or profile to help build that presence, help build out that TikTok profile. If that's not the goal, if your goal is really to get conversions off page, right, off the TikTok platform, then you can just leave it out and just select your identity. You can create a new custom identity without any issues, depending on your offer. And then here's just your regular ad creation. So again, notice you can add up to 30. In terms of ad text, you can add 5 headlines that will also be used to be rotated according to the ads and the offer that you have. And of course, the URL. So everything else is really the same as a standard, campaign, a custom-made campaign from scratch. So this part is really all the same. Okay, the biggest difference is just the targeting aspect of things. But you can add the tracking template here, so you can later in the back end measure where these leads are coming from or measure performance. We'll have a video later on about UTM tracking and the scrape, because that's very important. A lot of advertisers don't have this in the back end, is a UTM scrape sheet to help them really, compare apples to apples in terms of conversions that came in that are being tracked on the platform versus what we have in the back end. So that's one thing that we can look forward to in the future. All right, guys, so there you have it. This is the Smart Performance Campaign AI secret. So in reality, AI ain't no secret anymore. As you know, it's everywhere, and Smart Performance Campaign just uses a part of AI, right, machine learning based system to really get results. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications to get notified when we drop some more video marketing, advertising knowledge your way, and we'll see you on the next video.